Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to Ian's RC Exploits. Tune in. This is something that's being revisited again from about over a year ago now. So tune in, see what we're doing, roll the intro. Okay, morning everyone. We're out early. Obviously in the UK the clocks went forward, so we've lost an hour and it's not as light as what it was last week, which is a shame. I said that you know, we're revisiting, and what I've got today is my FMS SuperEZ. Now, about a year or over a year ago I set this up with flapper-ons, and at the time I couldn't test it because it was too windy, and the weather forecast was looking good for today, but unfortunately, you know, as we were walking over, we can feel that it's quite a blowy day. But I'll see what it's like when I'm flying, and if I can get a chance to, because I just don't know what to expect. You know, I've set two-stage flapper-ons up with a little bit of down elevated as well when I deploy the flaps, because I've always found the SuperEZ quite a difficult plane. Although it'll fly nice and slow, I find it a difficult plane to slow down when you're landing. I know it sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but when you come to try and land the thing, it's really slippery. Now this is, I assume it's a version 3 SuperEZ, because obviously I've got the version 4 as well today, which is the one that came out with the Reflex gyro, but this one is just running a wireless Spectrum AR620. So there's no AS3X and no safe. As regarding the CG, when this one came out, the recommended battery was a 3S 1300 mAh, and I just felt that there was no way I was ever going to get that CG. So I just run it, and I've always run it on a 3S 2200 pushed up to the lip of the firewall, and it's always felt great. So that's pretty much what the CG is. Apart from that, you know, it's just a bog standard SuperEZ. Now we think the wind is coming from sort of like this direction, so that's the way I'm going to take off.
Timer start.
And like I say, I just don't really know
Throttle cut off.
what it's going to be like, and if I'm going to be able to use those flapper-ons, I'm not sure. And basically, if I don't get to test the flapper-ons, I don't get to test them, because obviously you need, it's going to be all over the place, I think. Can't tell which way. One thing that always makes me laugh when I'm flying a SuperEZ was a gentleman that decided to comment, I think it might have been on the maiden flight of this one, that I can't stand the plane, it flies like a brick. And that's one thing I've never thought that the SuperEZ does, is fly like a brick.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Now regarding the flapper-ons, I've been warned that you know, you only really want to deploy them when you're coming in for land. But so look, let's put first stage on there. No, she didn't like that at all, so that was a bit rough. So she looks drunk, but that's actually me, not the plane, so. Yeah, not the best, but it is quite difficult today. I don't know why we're being so lucky with all these cross-field winds. I think what we'll do now is we can compare how the version 4 copes with these conditions with the advent of FMS's Reflex gyro system with, and I always get it mixed up, the stabilised and the optimised. I think I can never remember which one is the equivalent of AS3X, but yeah, so I just can't work out which way the wind's coming, to be honest with you. I think it's coming sort of like at that angle. Oh, 40. And of course, you know, because this is just the bog standard wireless receiver, then I'm having to correct when she's being affected by the wind, and it's quite difficult then to set her for the landing. But let's see how this goes. Oh, I'm pleased with that. That's okay. That was not a bad little touchdown then.
10, 9, 8. Timer stop. Timer cleared. Throttle cut off.
Okay then, so yeah, not a bad first flight. There's no way I'm going to be able to deploy those flaperons, because when I did put it on the first stage, she just went haywire straight away, and I was warned about that. You know, the idea with the flaperons is on a calm day, when she's coming in fast, you can deploy those flaperons to help slow the plane down, but then you've got very limited control then with your ailerons. So, but what will be interesting now is to on this video, get the old FMS SuperEZ version 4 going and see how it copes with these conditions with the advent of that, you know, I think it's optimised, is their version of AS3X, so see you soon. Okay then, welcome back. Now we've got the SuperEZ version 4 with the Reflex gyro, and Cheryl said, my God, it's so easy to get ready, because I hadn't actually got this one. I just brought it, and you know, I had to put the wings on and plug your two wires in, and she's ready to go. So obviously I've got my easy lights on there as well, so let's get the timer going.
Timer start. Throttle cut off.
So now she's flying with, like I say, the equivalent of AS3X now. So obviously the receiver and the gyro are going to take a bit of the sting out of the windy conditions, I think. But straight away for me, I can tell that she just feels, you know, a lot more stable. Just tracking a lot straighter, and obviously you can see her being bumped, but obviously the receiver is just ironing the blustery conditions out. Now the vibrating is the spinner, which is just a push fit, and what I've done to try and alleviate that vibrating is just stick it together with a little bit of silicone, but obviously she's still making that noise. So
Time remaining 4 minutes.
So yeah, wonderful technology, you know, these gyros. That has made it just so much easier to fly, basically. And I can do low and slows, and I didn't really feel confident to do that with the other one, with my thumbs being in control. Right, just have a go at landing then, so just get along on the approach. The wind seems to have
Time
just
remaining
eased a
1
little
minute.
bit. Okay, not bad. It's definitely my least favourite way of landing when I'm coming down the field.
30 seconds.
Another go. What always spooks me in this direction is obviously when I feel like I'm approaching myself in shadow.
20 seconds. 10, 9,
What?
8, 7,
Okay,
6,
she got down in the end,
5,
so
4, 3, 2, 1.
so there you go.
Full cut on. Timer stopped. Timer cleared.
Yeah, absolutely amazed me the difference just the advent of that gyro makes. Like I say, it's in I think it's optimized, so it reacts to the wind, and then the ailerons and the elevator and the rudder just go straight back to neutral. So made a big difference. Same CG as well. 3S 2200 pushed up to the lip of the firewall, and the centre of gravity is great. Some people run this on a 4S, but I'd love to know really, unless they cut the battery bay away, it must be quite difficult to get a bigger battery in, because I struggle. These are 70C discharge yacht batteries, and they're quite chunky, and there's not a lot of room in there. Okay then, so welcome back. We're having a fun morning. This is going to be my 1, 2, 3, 4th flight, third flight with the SuperEZ version 4. Just out of interest, because this you know, playing with the Reflex gyro is aimed at beginner pilots really, I'm going to fly it now in their version of safe, and we're going to see what it's like. I haven't flown it in safe for a long time, but we'll give it a go and see how it turns and how it reacts. So this is in FMS Reflex gyro version of safe, which I think is called stabilized. So straight away I can see that it's a lot harder for me to get it to turn. So I'm using ailerons and a bit of rudder there. And of course if I let go of the sticks, she levels up. So and what we'll do is quickly we'll compare now what she's going to be like to land in safe. And I know it's safe because look, she won't do any loop-the-loops or anything. It's just limited control really. I'll bring it around. So what I find is there's quite a bit of difference between the FMS stabilised, because it does actually give you a little bit more control than the Spectrum safe. So I'm going to go up now. I'm going to set it up to come in for a landing and see and compare it to with the optimized. So I'm just easing off the power there now, letting her sink back on the power just a little bit. Oh well, that wasn't bad. That's probably my best landing to date. So it just goes to show you how these modern gyros can just help matters. So okay, let's get it back to what I've got on my radio is AS3X. So yeah, landing then with the safe just seemed to, you know, take a lot of the guesswork out really. She just settled in quite nice. All slow down now for SuperEZ. So she still gets affected by the wind, you know, when she's in the AS3X mode. But not as bad as the GYRO-less plane. Oh bother. I haven't done the walk of shame for a long time, that's for sure.
Oh dear. Rest in peace, little plane. Oh dear.
Oh well, not really a feeling that I'm used to. She snapped in half and the wing's gone and the nose and the spinner is pretty crumpled, but there you are. This is what happens, you know, when you do manoeuvres and you get it wrong. And I couldn't get it going in that direction for some reason, trying to do a hammerhead, and I lost it, and I didn't have enough reaction to save it, and she's in pieces. So okay, there you are. Not even going to think whether she could be put back together. You know, these things happen. So for myself, Cheryl, and the smashed up FMS SuperEZ version 4, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.